Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So today, I want to do a quick little overview of my customer service experience with Surefire recently. And my experience, customer service-wise, was with my Surefire X300 Ultra. Recently went to the range, so last week, went to the range, just like today, planned on staying till after dark to do just a little bit shooting after dark and, do a little bit of, since having the new lights and such, doing a little bit of shooting like into dusk and as it got a little bit darker. And when I went to do my last video, where it was quite a bit dark and I was going to be illuminating the target, with the light, I went to activate my Surefire X300 Ultra, and it did not turn on at all when I went to activate it. So prior to going out to the range, so I check it every day, basically. Like I make sure that it's working and check the, the illumination of the light itself to see if I need to change the batteries. Did that prior to going to the range. So I was like, okay, we're good. Don't need to bring extra batteries. It's about as bright as it is normally. Yeah, came out here, end of the night, went to use my Glock, and the X300 didn't work. I know typically with the Surefire X300 Ultra, it's kind of the same as any other batteries. It essentially just, and light, it essentially just dims as it gets lower and lower on battery, but it never actually turns off. So when it didn't turn on, I thought that was very weird. I was like, okay, so maybe the batteries that I had were just bad, is kind of my assumption on the range. And then when I got home, I popped open the battery compartment to change out my batteries. And when I opened the battery compartment, the coils on the battery door fell out of my X300 Ultra. They just fell out onto my table. So I knew at that moment that it was obviously broken. And like the thing that was odd was they both broke off in exactly the same, like when you turned it to the side looking at it, if the coils were there with the coils pointing straight up, they both were sheared off in the same spot on both of the coils. So ended up having that as an issue. And then, at that point I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to order a whole new light. Because I've never had to service my X300 Ultra. So I just assumed like the whole light was FUBAR. So I promptly emailed on a Sunday, emailed Surefire, took a picture of it. I'll put the picture on the screen so you can see exactly. So the coils literally had fallen off, and the light, no longer worked. So at that point, I ended up emailing them. This is the problem. How can we fix this? Am I going to have to send in the X300 Ultra? Am I going to have to send in the battery door? After I sent my email, basically, I ended up seeing if you could replace that, because that's an easy fix. Otherwise, you'd have to solder it or something. And I know how to solder, but with how tiny the coils are, it would not be an easy fix. Found the battery door on a couple websites for around the $40 mark. And then the very next day, Monday, Surefire, within, after sending the email, because I sent it 2 or 3 a.m., sent the email. Within, I think, 10 hours, Surefire emailed back, hey, we are sending out a brand new battery door for your X300 Ultra. So that is amazing. And yeah, as you can see, we are back up and running. So yeah, and then that got shipped to me free of charge to my door by Friday. I believe it was it was either by Friday or Saturday, but it was by the time I was going to use it again. So that is excellent customer service, because I just sent the email literally with the picture, because they'll ask for a picture if it has, depending on what it is, they'll ask for a picture. And then, yeah, their email response was literally, hey, we have acknowledged the problem. We are sending you out a brand new part. So that's amazing customer service. So yeah, so that was my experience with the customer service department at Surefire for my X300 Ultra, which, yeah, as it goes, was a very pleasant experience. So until next time.